We'll call the April 28th Planning Commission meeting to order. Stand and say the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, everybody. We will review and approve the minutes from our March 31st meeting. Does anybody have any comments or corrections from our minutes? We have a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as presented for the March 31st meeting.
Second.
All approved, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, so moved. Do we have any public comment? Great. No old business, so moving on to new business. We will do the Brookfield parcels C, D, and E final forest conservation plan. Sheila, did you want to say anything?
Yeah, sure. So this is the final forest conservation plan for the Brookfield Phase 5 project, which is located on the south side of Timber Mill Run. And it includes measures to protect sensitive environmental features and meet conservation requirements by retaining existing forests, and also suggests or addresses additional mitigation needs through a fee in lieu payment for forest removal. It's part of the permitting process, and staff had a few comments that we've been working with the developer to figure out. There's a memo from RKNK dated April 15th that has a few comments. Excuse me. So do you want me to go over each one of them, or? Okay, so the first one talks about the stream easement. The plan shows a 25 feet one, but the town requires a 50 feet stream buffer for perennial streams, so that needs to be changed. The forest conservation worksheet calculations, there are a bunch of corrections that need to be made. And since there's no planting, the short-term and protection notes need to be removed. And then another note regarding cultural resources and historical features and critical habitat needs to be added. And the biggest thing is the 100-year floodplain. It was deducted from the forest conservation net tract area, so it cannot be used as forest retention credit. So that needs to be removed from the proposed forest retention and update the forest conservation worksheets. And then we've been calculating the fee in lieu payment. It's not in the staff memo because the calculations need to be corrected. So based on that, it'll be 0.322 cents per square foot. And that'll be the fee in lieu for forest conservation. Yeah.
Okay. Have any of the comments from the April 15th memo been resolved as of tonight's meeting?
So we've been going back and forth about the 100-year floodplain comment. But the other ones are still being reviewed by
process.
Yeah, in process.
Okay.
A question about the back and forth on the 100-year floodplain. What is we're holding the line at 100 feet, and is the ask to reduce that, or?
So basically it's a net tract area that needs to be counted, and floodplains are.
No, I understand that, but
Yeah.
the back and forth piece, what's the
Oh, okay,
negotiation?
just
Or is there?
I mean, that's just like explaining it to them that what our logic is.
clarifying.
code. Yeah, just clarification of that, yeah.
Thank you.
Um,
No other comments? Forest conservation? Did you folks want to say anything about it? I'm sorry. You're good? Okay. All right, can we get a motion to approve the forest conservation plan, with comments from RK and K with changes proposed by RK and K?
and the conditions under suggested motion.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
When you think we're gonna get that resolved?
Hmm.
When are we gonna? The answers for what we want done.
I think that would depend on how fast their engineer can redo drawings,
Oh,
things of that nature. Can I get a motion to approve the forest conservation plan for Brookfield parcel C, D, and E with the following conditions? The developer shall address all comments provided by the town engineer as outlined in the RK and K's memorandum. Brookfield parcel C, D, and E review of forest stand delineation and forest conservation plan dated April 15th, 2025, as well as any additional comments issued by the town engineer thereafter. The developer shall submit appropriate fee in lieu payment calculated in accordance with the town code and the applicable inflation adjusted rate as part of the approval process for the forest conservation and final subdivision plan. The developer shall continue to collaborate with town staff to ensure full compliance with all applicable requirements of the town code and development process. All requirements must be met before the issuance of any permits. The developer shall be responsible for paying any fees assessed by the town of Emmitsburg for all reviews or permits required for the process for the proposed development.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
So moved. All right, and then the final subdivision plat.
So the final subdivision plat proposes the development of 10 single-family lots within the Brookfield subdivision, along with the creation of 3 HOA parcels and the remainder parcel within the R3 zoning district. There was just one comment regarding this from RK&K. And of course, this needs to be approved before the improvement plan is signed. So I think everything would be addressed soon. So staff recommends approval of this plan.
So this label, the width was not, hasn't been done yet,
No, we haven't received
the
new.
new plan. Okay.
Yeah.
I just have one question on the landscape easement. What is that? What is the landscape easement for? Is it street trees?
It's
It's a
It-
town.
a town
easement?
requirement, yeah.
Okay. What is it? What is it dedicated for?
I,
Just wondering.
yeah, it's same logic as snow removal, easements and things like that, so it's a-
I saw that.
so,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Is it for the purpose of planting things?
purpose of planting, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's only in the front of the house then? The landscape easement only in the front of the house. The road side. The road, adjacent to the road. Yeah.
why aren't they speaking at the mic? It's not on record if you're not speaking at the mic.
The request is, could you come to the microphone to share your comments again? Please.
My name is Richard Demit. I was just saying that I'm not looking at the plat, but I believe the landscape easement is for the street trees. And then I'd mentioned about it there's a lot of easements on the plat, but there's other easements that are for place to pile snow. And then that's pretty much what I was saying. I'm not sure. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody have any comments about the subdivision plat?
No,
I'm good.
Good. All right, can we have a motion to approve the final subdivision plan for Brookfield parcel C, D, and E with the following conditions? The developer shall address all comments provided by the town engineers outlined in RK&K's memorandum. Brookfield parcel C, D, and E review of final subdivision plat dated April 15th, 2025, as well as any additional comments issued by the town engineer thereafter. The developer shall submit the appropriate fee in lieu payment calculated in accordance with town code and the applicable inflation adjusted rate as part of the approval process for the forest conservation and the final subdivision plan. The developer shall continue to collaborate with town staff to ensure full compliance with all applicable requirements of the town code and development process. All requirements must be met before the issuance of any permits. The developer shall be responsible for paying any fees assessed by the town of Emmitsburg for all reviews or permits required for the proposed development.
So moved.
a second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? So moved. So that is all that's on our meeting agenda for this evening. Is there anything else that we should discuss while we're here? No.
No, I just wanted to let you know that we're working with the developer to address all the improvement plan comments. So once this is signed, then the improvement plans can be signed after all the comments have been addressed. So, yeah.
Anybody, any commissioners have anything?
No.
All right, a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right, we are adjourned.